Some parts of the crystal plane stretch from horizon to horizon, like an ocean of frozen glass, forever captured in a moment of chaos. And while much of it can look like the crooked teeth of a vicious creature, the explosion of colors that reflect and pass through the crystal during light passages can be blinding, especially when the light is star direct. And then, in some fields, especially those where the crystal grows hollow, there is a whispering ring that can fill the air that is unlike any music or other sound I have ever heard. And yet, with all that visual and sonic beauty it offers, there is a lot down there that is just as dangerous as the jagged peaks would suggest. It's ironic, I have never thought of myself as a pioneer. My parents were pioneers. They were living on this moon when a few rolls of hard breath was all you had for shelter, not just a handy backup. There is indigenous animal life here. None of it is domesticated, and a good portion of the population is dangerous to us in one way or another. There was no established agriculture. No established infrastructure. It's one thing to rough it when you have something as a safety net somewhere nearby. It's another thing to live in a temporary shelter while trying to literally build the starting point for a structured community in a world that is filled with nothing but unknowns, most of which can easily kill you. I fly in a hovering vessel that is secured with up-to-tech amenities. And, while there are aspects to being a guardian that can definitely be dangerous, it is our charge that we create an environment where people can live and work as safely as possible, so we live first by example. This doesn't mean we don't face danger and have deaths occur, both certainly happen. That's what makes being a guardian often challenging, and sometimes dangerous, but never pioneering. At least not what I think of when I envision my parents, and how they lived, and what they had to deal with in this world without being surrounded by reinforced plaques, in a controlled environment being moved around by whisper-quiet, magnetic layer drives. The challenge of being a guardian is that now you are not only responsible for your own well-being, you have sworn an oath to do whatever you can within your power to put the well-being of everyone else ahead of your own. It's a powerful oath to take when you truly mean it, and it's easy to exaggerate the implied sacrifice that our service requires of us. So whenever I hear someone bragging to the point of complaining about the demands of being a guardian, I remind them of the people like my parents, who came before us and demonstrated true personal cost for their people. It's a heritage I'm proud of, and I'm quick to bring it up and drill it in as often as the opportunity arises, as more and more of the original people, my parents included, have since moved on to the next. I like to think of myself as more of an explorer. And it was becoming obvious that we were about to do a lot of that, as I sat with Barris and 3 jumper operators, while we planned out the almost perpetual double drift and weave patterns we would be using to begin searching for any signs of staging that may have been left behind by the 2 rogue operators who were now lying dead, in station, somewhere down in the expanse. And that was no help to us all the way up here, just a few parts away of breaking out of the crystal plains, crossing the top line, and begin moving through a part of our moon that many on board hadn't even seen pictures of before this operation set out.